Welcome to the channel, I'm Esosu here in Esosu Pokémon Trainer, and today I bring you a new team built for myself, and we're gonna play online games in the rank ladder of Pokémon Champions. Thank you for watching, leave a like and subscribe, and let's get straight down to business. The Mega that we're using today to build our team around is Mega Chimecho. Mega Chimecho not only is really fun because Mega Chimecho, who would thought would have Mega Chimecho before Mega Flygon for an example, but it's just a super fun Pokemon in general. It's funny looking, it sounds funny, it belonged to James in the Pokemon anime, so we are here today to build around it. And why I chose Mega Chimecho? Not just because it's fun, because I think it has potential, because once it Mega evolves, it becomes Steel and Psychic, so really a very good typing, and it maintains its ability Levitate. Why is that important? Because it's immune to ground types, which means that its new typing will not actually hinder it when it comes to deal with ground types. That's exactly why we brought it, because we have a lot of Garchomps running around, a lot of Earth Powers running around as well, so Chimecho with a Levitate ability will gain another immunity. Because it's a Steel type, it's also immune to poison. So Pokemon with 2 immunities, it's really good. And we have a lot of poison going around as well. Direct Claw from Sneasler, Sludge Bomb from Mega Glumora, Mega Gengar. So I think it's a very good typing. And on top of that, it's extremely bulky. It can tank a lot of hits, it can thrive on Trick Room, and it can do solid damage. Also, Psychic and Steel coverage are pretty good in this format, into Sneasler, Aerodactyl, Glumora, Floette, but Mega Chimecho doesn't come without its problems. One of the most, if not the most prominent Mega right now, it's Mega Charizard Y, and being Steel typing means that it takes super effective damage from Heat Wave, Weather Ball, or whatever that comes in its way. Even Flare Blades from Incineroar hurt at times. So you gotta be very careful with your position with Mega Chimecho, because it will struggle against the fire types. And another thing that it really struggles into is Ghost and Dark types. So King Gambit with Sucker Punch, be careful, because then you can't really attack it back with your Chimecho, and Shadow Balls, Last Respect, Poltergeist will do very good damage. But as you can see, my Chimecho is running the Calm Mind set. No Trick Room here. I've seen some other teams that they ran Trick Room. I prefer to actually have a budget Floette that also has Steel type, and it really thrives in Trick Room. We are very slow, and once you set up some Calm Minds, you can like not ignore, but you can be like, oh, the Frostlass will Shadow Ball me. I don't really care about that. Oh, the Gengar will Shadow Ball me. I don't really care about that. The only problem in that instance then, once you set up your Calm Minds, will be the physical attackers. Dragapult, King Gambit, and Last Respects from Basque Legion. So, if you can position your Chimecho or the partner well, you can actually really manage its weaknesses, because it's very specific. You know, it's King Gambit, it's Gengar, it's Basque Legion, and it's Charizard Y. Like, yes, Incineroar hurts, Arcanine hurts, but it's not gonna get a one-hit knockout unless they crit. So it's very specific, you know what I'm saying? So you don't need to be afraid of a random fire type attack. Oh, of course Torkoal as well, but it's quite rare to see Torkoals these days. But you don't need to worry about a random fire type attack or a random ghost type attack from somebody else. It's really those guys that are really threats. And with those threats identified, it was quite easy. Actually, it wasn't easy, because this is my second version of the team. I do have some games from my first version, which I will make available on my Ko-Fi page, where you can support me to get extra content. I will also publish there my whole run of participating in the Grand Champions Festival. I had a great time. I will make a video about it recently, and I have another team to show you after this one, and then we're gonna talk about the tournament. Maybe after this video comes out, we have 2 videos talking about my other team and the tournament run. But I think it will be interesting for you to watch that, to see what were my thoughts process into changing into this team. Because as you can see, we have 3 Pokemon without the Chimecho that are not very meta or staple. Mimikyu is a bit more common. For example, Joe Ugarte, Joe UX9, he was running his team with a Mimikyu, which is pretty cool. And then you have Incineroar and King Gambit, very staple, very meta. But then we have Xerxes, the Shiny Luxray, and Rhyperior. Yeah, that's true. I was like, I think those Pokemon have some potential. Why not put it why not slap it into a weird mega, make a weird team with some consistency from some meta Pokemon, and see what we can do with it. And since I made those changes into the second version of the team, it played way better. While I was warming up with this team, I got 5 wins in a row, which is really good. So, Incineroar, it is what it is, you know, but if you notice, it has the charcoal item. No leftovers, no citrus berry, because I actually want to use it as a source of a bit of extra damage. Especially if you are in the sun against something else, Flare Blitz plus charcoal plus sun boosted will do a lot of damage, and grass types, bug types, ice types, steel types will still not enjoy to take a Flare Blitz from our Incineroar over there. Yes, we're sacrificing a bit of the ability to manage the HP of Incineroar and to manage the battle through that, but Incineroar itself already brings those tools with Intimidate, Parting Shot and Fake Out, so I was like, man, I think we need a bit more damage, and it's been working out greatly. Then we have the King Gambit with Chople Berry. It's kinda must, especially if you have people running low kick, close combat, in certain Pokemons that you wouldn't expect, so I think the Chople Berry there is really helpful. And it's the classical set, Kowtow, Cleave, Sucker Punch, Protect, Low Kick, no Iron Head, because we have the Chimecho to deal with the Floettes. And I'm like, I went really low on the ladder with the first version of this team, so we're not in Floette range, we're not playing Floettes almost never, so we don't really feel the lack of Iron Head. Then we have the Mimikyu with Protect, Shadow Sneak, Play Rough, and Mimikyu is our Trick Room setter. Yes, we should run the Mental Herb, but I think Citrus Berry is so good, because our Mimikyu can tank some attacks and then have priority in Shadow Sneak, Play Rough, to go after dragons and fighting types that threaten the King Gambit, for example, and also that extra bolt and regeneration helps a lot in scenarios when we want to set up a second Trick Room. Speaking about Trick Room, I was heavily debating between running Calm Mind or Trick Room, or between running Flash Cannon or Trick Room. But since we made the changes to the team is working really well. I don't think we need Trick Room on Chimecho. In certain scenarios it's giga immensely helpful, but I think I want my Chimecho to be the star, to hit hard. Yes, if it had Trick Room, we could get a second Trick Room maybe, we could make other members of the team shine, but I think like this, he's the one shining, you know what I'm saying? And Mimikyu can do its job very well by setting up the Trick Room. And then we have Xer's beautiful Shiny Luxray, and why Shiny Luxray? Or why Luxray in this case? Because it's just another Pokemon with Intimidate. We have 2 Intimidate users, Incineroar and Xer's, the Luxray, and my low tick is a big problem. We don't really have good physical attackers that do super effective damage into my low tick. Well, here we go. Max attack Xer's with Wild Charge. That does like 80, guaranteed 80 between 70% damage into my low tick, which is really good. Then we have Psychic Fangs to break out auto veils and light screens and whatnot. Then we have Ice Fangs to catch Garchomps off guard. Once we are under Trick Room, we can just click Ice Fang, and if we don't delete the Garchomp, if it's Chunky Chomp set like I like to call it, it will go down for a nice Fang for sure. Then it's very good into rain teams because of Pelipper, it's good into Charizard because of Wild Charge, good into Venusaur because Ice Fang and Psychic Fangs, good into Sneasel because Psychic Fangs. The only thing it doesn't really hurt for a lot of damage is King Gambit, but just keep throwing some Wild Charges and the King Gambit will go down for sure. We're running the White Herb there because the attack of the Luxray is not that high, so I don't want to be intimidated. And then that's it, we can't really then work from there. And last but not least, we have our Trick Room Beast, Rhyperior. Rock Slide, Earthquake, Protect and Ice Punch for random ice types, grass types, for other ground types, for dragon types, and I think the coverage is great. It's Focus Sash because even though we have the Rock Solid ability, which means that it takes less damage from super effective hits, if we take a water type attack or a grass type attack, it's over, it's Jover. So Focus Sash will be really good because we can guarantee one attack. Rock Slide is great into Aerodactyl, Pelipper, Earthquake is great into King Gambit, Incineroars, Rock Slide as well, but Earthquake does more damage, we just need to leverage that better. We can use Earthquake into Mimikyu if it's less of disguise, or we can pair it with Chimecho because Chimecho is a limited ability, and then we can just spam Earthquakes. And Rhyperior, we have to be careful, because like Ice Punch sometimes you expect more damage, but remember it's like a 75 base power move, so it will not one-shot Meganiums, it will not one-shot, I think even Chunky Chomp sets, but it will do very good damage and it has a chance to freeze, and I think it's really good coverage on our Rhyperior boy. Let me know what you think about the sets of the team, with the items and the move sets. Once again, what would you change? what you think about it, and why would you change. And let's go into the stats. Chimecho here is a wall with 20 points invested into HP, 30 into defense, 16 into special defense with a boosting defense nature, because I was thinking besides Charizard and Torkoal, which is more rare, most of the fire type attacks and the ghost and the dark type attacks are coming in from physical attackers. So I was like, we can make us stronger against that, and since we have two intimidators on the team, we can make Chimecho even stronger in those scenarios by intimidating them. The special attackers, it's most likely Frostlass, Gengar with Shadow Ball, maybe Sinistcha with a Shadow Ball too. So I don't feel really threatened going in with a special defense a bit lower, because we also have Calm Mind to boost that side of our Chimecho set. So that thing leaves a lot of attacks. It leaves with not a lot of HP, but it can leave Weather Ball of Meganium, if it's like, depending on how it's built, but you can leave, not comfortably, but you can build, you can leave, and then throw Flash Cannon back for super effective damage. Incineroar also another chunky boy, 202 attack, 32 attack I mean, 22 defense, 11 special defense. This around Incineroar here with a bit more defense investment. You can see most of our Pokemon, no, all Pokemon are minus speed nature, too, because Trick Room, and this Incineroar can tank attacks for days, and because of the charcoal, can come around with a very strong Flare Blitzes on its own. Then Xer's max attack, max HP, because I don't really know what I want to build it for, what I want it to survive. There's the same speed, the same special defense and the same defense, so having a high speed, having a high HP stat will allow it to survive a bit more often, especially against physical attackers. We get Intimidate, it takes less damage, it survives more often. Max attack, Adamant, not Adamant, but what gives energy that gives plus attack minus speed, it does very, very good damage. Kingambit here, maximum attack, but a lot of good HP, a lot of good defense with Chople Berry. It can tank a lot of attacks from fighting types. Snillers are still very dangerous, but Kingambit here is the perfect partner for Chimecho. It threatens Dragapult, Aegislash, Chandelure, Basculegion, Frostlass, all with Sucker Punch, or Kowtow Cleave, which is really, really crucial. Another one to help us against ghost types. It's a Mimikyu with max attack plus nature as well, which then with Shadow Sneak does incredible damage to the ghost adversaries. And people don't really expect Mimikyu to do a lot of damage, but this Mimikyu goes crazy into ghost types and psychic types in general. Then with Play Rough, it's really good into fighting types that threaten the Kingambit, the Incineroar, and the Rhyperior. But the Rhyperior is like, it can eat fighting type attacks for a day if they are physical, because it has an insane HP stat and very good defense stat. Yes, it takes super effective damage from close combat, whatnot, but it can survive, not comfortably, but it can also survive. It's also max attack Rhyperior. Maybe we could go like max defense to make it even more bulky, but it's like 211 attack, it's crazy. It's our strongest attacker if you think about it, because Chimecho has a base of 115, then it gets a bit boosted with Mega, I think it goes to 130 special attack. With Calm Mind, of course, it gets stronger, but in base form, Rhyperior is our strongest physical attacker. 211 attack is very respectable. That's why I was surprised why the Ice Punch wasn't doing much damage, and then I remembered its very low base power. And most likely, like in one of the warm-up matches today, I threw an Ice Punch into a Meganium and it didn't do half. So maybe it was max speed, max defense bold or something that boosts its defense, or it was just really because it doesn't have high base power, you know what I'm saying? So but this is a team, this is the spreads. I think the Mimikyu spread is really interesting, the Kingambit spread is really interesting, the Incineroar spread is really helpful. This is very specific, and in certain Pokemon like the Chimecho and Rhyperior, it was a bit weird. It has been working out, but I don't know if it will be keeping working out as we go higher and higher in the ladder. Once again, let me know what you think about the team, about the moves and the spreads. Let me know if you use the team, let me know what other teams you are using in Pokémon Champions, and let me know if you use the team and change something and why you did it, or why would you change something. Once again, thank you very much for watching, your support is greatly appreciated, and you can use the team by using this code on the screen. Have fun, good luck, and remember that this team is not easy to use, but when it gets going, it gets going. And I think we have great counters for the meta. Rhyperior Rock Slide good into Aerodactyl, Chimecho good into Sneasler, Kingambit good into Bastion Gengar. We have good answers to Incineroar as well through Rhyperior. Mimikyu does solid damage with Play Rough into Incineroar as well, so we have our own Incineroar too. We have Low Kick on Kingambit, so we have good answers for the meta. You just need to be really careful with your positioning. We don't have healing, we don't have redirection, so since we use our Chimecho with the intent of boosting itself, you have to be a bit more careful with your positioning. So thank you very much for watching, and I see you on the battle side. Let's go! Here you go. First battle with the new Chimecho team. Interesting. Wait, this might be Mega Charizard X, because they also have the Ninetales here. It would be a bit counterintuitive to run Mega Charizard Y and Ninetales. They have that Serena, so we can't fake out. They have Milo and Kingambit, so bringing Incineroar is really dangerous. But if it is Mega Charizard X, we want that Intimidate. We have two Intimidators, which is a bit of a problem. We want Trick Room for sure. Mimikyu cannot be faked out because Ghost, but some Sneaslers are starting to run Taunt, especially on the ladder. I don't know, I feel Rhyperior really good in this matchup, but maybe in the back, we go Chimecho, we go Rai, and I think we need the Luxray to deal good damage into the Milo. And here we go, let's go, game number 1, the enemy already decided what they're running with. Serena Ninetales. So they want Tailwind, they want Aurora Veil here. They can stop, I mean, maybe they can with Triple Axle, they can stop the Trick Room, but these Pokemon don't have great chance into us. So actually, I would like to protect here and start boosting, because I want to see what they want to do into the Mimikyu. We can scout for some protects, because they see a Steel type on the field, or what can be a Steel type on the field. Very funny actually, in my warm-up matches, a lot of people launched ground type attacks into the Chimecho. I don't think a lot of people are aware of the Levitate ability. So protect the Mimikyu, hopefully attracting some attention there. They go Aurora Veil. Okay, this team can run long games. So it's one of the advantages, it's like we can run the Tailwind down, we can run the Snow down. They go for Taunt into... Why? Why would you Taunt there? Okay, so we can't Calm Mind after the Taunt. GG. For the Calm Mind. Now, do we... I want Trick Room, of course. So I think I'll just launch Flash Cannon into Ninetales. If they switch, they switch. If they don't, they don't. Okay, Blizzard. Triple Axle here can stop Mimikyu. Unless they go for a Taunt. Bruh, no way. Do you see the Taunt? No, oh, Dropkick. Oh, that's fine. If we thaw out, it's totally fine. Citrus. Flash Cannon. It's 4 times, it's a knockout, unless it's Focus Sash, yeah. Which we can use Shadow Sneak. Oh no, we can't, because of Serena. Mimi? Brother, what have I done to deserve this? Okay, the thing is, this Pokemon can't really touch what we have here. I don't really want to switch, because switching a frozen Pokemon in the back, it's a bit cringe. And... I think we double up into the Serena. I'm not really afraid of taking more Blizzards from the Ninetales. Yeah. Mimikyu tanks that, actually, which is pretty cool. And you can see, like, these Blizzards are not doing much. Oh, they're really focusing the Mimikyu down. They really don't want Trick Room to be up. Yeah, it was very unfortunate, that freeze, because we for sure got that Trick Room up. If it was... Oh, that's great, actually. Special defense fell. Okay. Now we have Xerz here for some good damage. Maybe they thought the Trick Room was coming from... we actually can break. We can break Aurora Veil here. Maybe they thought the Trick Room was coming from the Chimecho. The Blizzard. And we should survive. Dropkick through the Intimidate. Yeah, nice. Max HP working. We'll lose attack, but it doesn't matter. We are here just... Oh no! Ah! White Herb! There we go! That's why I'm using it. Forgot about it for a second. Psychic Fangs. We break screens and we get to knock out on the Ninetales. And now we get some good damage into the Serena. Special defense drop. No Aurora Veil. This should be a knockout. Close. Oh, they have Citrus. Okay. We should have a Rhyperior in the back. Who do they have here now? It's the Kingambit. Okay. with Supreme Overlord. Oh wow, that's interesting. We need to knock out this Serena some way, somehow. Hopefully they don't sucker punch into the Chimecho. They might. That throws really perturbed our ability to play this game. Yeah, that's GG? Yeah, it is. Yeah, that freeze was really bad, because with Trick Room this will be completely different. The way we approach this. Without Trick Room, there is never a way where the Rhyperior is good here, because now just... I know, we have Focus Sash, but we can get a double knockout here. But it's... No, we can't. We don't have a good damage to the King Gambit. I'll have to Rock Slide, which is not great. Actually, we could run Low Kick on the King Gambit. Sucker Punch. Yeah. And that's GG that. It was very, very, very unfortunate. The freeze first turn. Drop Kick. Actually, we tank that. Yeah, our defense is really good. Yeah, without attack and drop, we do insane damage to King Gambit. But it's GG. Let's the opponent take down my Pokemon so they can get full VP. I think we played well. I think we brought the right Pokemon to play under Trick Room, but we weren't able to get it up, and it is what it is. Also, their taunt first turn was a bit weird. Like, I could have totally set up Trick Room in the first turn, and then start doing damage from there, but it is what it is. Well played, well played. Oh, Omega Skull Villain. I think Rhyperior looks really good in this match once we get rid of the Rotom. And the King Gambit also looks great here. Against a Sneasler and 2 fire types though. I mean, Sucker Punch is always good. You know what I'm saying? Here we go, here we go. Sneasler Skull Villain into Chimecho Mimikyu. They can't fake out Mimikyu, so I think they fake out the Chimecho. And so I protect. I want to Mega Protect, and they might go Dire Claw. They might overhit the Chimecho turn 1, so I don't want that. I think they attacked Mimikyu twice. I don't think they can get a knockout with it. The Mega, of course. Rage Powder. Because then we can Calm Mind next turn by going first. Mega Chimecho is so cool, by the way. Protezione. And fake out, yeah. Because they can't fake out the Mimikyu. And it comes a Lich Seed into the Mimikyu. Okay. No problemo. Trick Room is up, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Now I want to Calm Mind over there. Pretty sure they are afraid of taking a Psychic, so I think they switch the Sneasler out. But I don't want to take a Leech Seed from Rhyperior. I think we can bring the King Gambit over there. No problem. Because Rhyperior has Focus Sash, so if you lose 1 HP there, it makes the Focus Sash super useless. So, yeah, Sneasler protects, pretty free. The Calm Mind here. We still conserve the Disguise in Mimikyu as well for further Trick Rooms. And they go Flamethrower, but now we +1 defense, special defense, which is super nice. And we get the Burn, which is not nice, because now we'll go down to a... Actually, maybe not yet. So now, the Sneasler is in danger. They have Incineroar in the back, potentially. So I don't really want to Psychic into that. I want to Psychic here, and... No, but they can switch Incin. If they do, they will give me the advantage, right? King Gambit is slower. I didn't want it to get burned. I'll go for a Kowtow. But I could go Loki now. Ain't no way they switch, right? The Sneasler out. I think they're just okay with losing it. Yeah, they don't. No Rage Powder! Okay, that's good for us, because we don't take the burn into the King Gambit. Big dam into the Skull Villain. And they go Lich Seed. Plus burn, yeah. It was really unlucky the burn before, but it's fine. Now the Sneasler, nice. Into the Chop already. Beautiful, we tank that. So now Sneasler is Giga Slow. In the Trick Room. And now they can do a double protect here. I still want to Psychic over there. And I want another Kowtow. Just repeat. Yeah, they're protected. That's fine. Double? No! Oh, I'm so glad I didn't attack into the Scovillain there. So this should take the knockout. Beautiful. Nice. So they lose their Magus, they've got 4 Pokemon alive. But the King Gambit is a bit low. Roto. So it's less than of Trick Room. Dude, I think I can just Psychic into the Sneasler, because they just protected. And I'm pretty safe to Sucker Punch the Rotom. Pretty sure they're gonna protect the Rotom, but the Sucker Punch there can do really, really good damage. I could Kowtow because I'm faster. Yeah, that's dumb. They're going for the... I don't know why I clicked that button, sorry guys. So we're gonna see a nasty plot from the Rotom or something. Oh no, just because I was fast. Yeah, that was really bad play there. I'm just so just because it's the game plan of King Gambit. Oh, I just click Sucker Punch. It doesn't work like that, okay? Rotom heals nothing, so that's not bad. Chimecho has one more turn to play. And now they have... Isn't the Insane? Chimecho still has full disguise available. If it's an Insane, the Sucker Punch was such a mistake. Oh, it's the Basque! Oh, we have Shadow Sneak. Do they double up here, the Mimi? Ah, this is really bad for us, actually. I need Trick Room, and even though it's gonna be... Yeah, it was such a bad play. Oh my god. Because now Sucker Punch Basque Legion is so free. If we had Last Respect, we eat through the disguise. We should be fine. Electroweb misses the Mimikyu. Perfect. Chimecho does go down, which is not good, but it's fine. With Trick Room. And now we have the right period. Yeah, bro. Such a bad play. We could have won this game for sure. It's not over yet, but it's very difficult because 2 water types. So most likely there'll be... Basque Legion is locked in, right? No, I think I need to attack both Pokemon here with a Rock Slide. I don't know if it's Scarfed or not, but we focus Ash for that reason. So we just do this. And Miku still has... Yeah, Shadow Sneak. Good damage. No Aqua Jet. I mean, no, Aqua Jet can come... No Aqua Jet. Rock Slide can flinch. Basque Legion is still alive, which is really bad. Will-O-Wisp misses big! And the period flinched! Good. But actually, I don't know what... because they flinched going last. So it's not Aqua Jet. I can Rock Slide here and play rough there. I think it's a very free protect now, so which is very obvious, right? So I just Rock Slide, play rough. I think they'll attack Mimikyu here. It's too obvious to protect on the right period. And we have Trick Room, there is no fear. Rock Slide hits. Big damage. And even if we miss the play rough, we have Shadow Sneak for guaranteed damage next turn. Rotom flinched. Nice. And we have Shadow Sneak to finish the match. There you go! Good win! We're able... It could have been way easier if I didn't make a huge mistake of Sucker Punching that turn. It was really... I think I played too much Pokemon today, but doing this team was really, really fun. And you can see the power of Rhyperior. So much damage with those Rock Slides. Its stat boosted 211 attack stat. My man, that hurts. And Mimikyu super useful. Actually, I don't think it hit a play rough. So you can see, but Shadow Sneak is really good into the King Gambits, into the Basque Legions, into the Kingars. The Chimecho resisting a flamethrower, plus after getting the Calm Mind boost, the Trick Room work. It's very hard to deny Trick Room because you can fake out a Mimikyu, and we could make it even harder with Mental Lure, but I think Citrus Berry is really paying off. And then the King Gambit just doing King Gambit things, but I commanded him to do the wrong play. Sorry, King Gambit. Let's go to another match. Oh, Vino. Oh. First, I like their name, Star Matter. It's a Trick Room team with the option to go fast with the Sun in Vino and Taurus. They want Trick Room more than me because of the Torkoal, but Replica should chill against the Torkoal. Same for Insane. We could lead Chimecho and start getting boosted, and we need a way to damage that Torkoal. I think actually Chimecho Rhyperior, Insane in the back with Mimikyu, because like if they don't go Trick Room, it's good for us, because our Pokemons are naturally faster than the Torkoal. Another Intimidator to drop no, they only have one physical attacker. I think we go our own King Gambit. My King Gambit is Ultra Giga slow though, so without Trick Room against their own King Gambit, we're just really relying on Sucker Punch, or like them making a mistake. So maybe, no, but they also have Trick Room, so maybe we speed tying it. They have also Super Giga slow King Gambit. I don't know, Butter Knife. Butter Knife the King Gambit is so funny, dude. Okay, this is not bad. Do we go down to a Sucker Punch turn 1? I actually didn't do that calc. Well, time to learn it live and direct. Here we go. I'm sure they Sucker Punch here, or they Protect. They want a Trick Room. This Trick Room is very hard to go off, actually. I have Steel type damage. I have a way to double up the Aterene. Aterene is a good Trick Room setter because it reflects the taunt back. Sucker Punch? No. Let's say, wait, double Protect? That's exactly what I wanted though. I think we deny this Trick Room. Blee! Big damage! And now Earthquake. Nice. We deny the Trick Room, which is really good. But now, like, the Sucker Punch from the King Gambit is problematic. I think it does a bunch of damage. Oh, no, actually, I did that call earlier today. I just don't remember it. I feel scared, so I should respect that. My memory is like, I can't remember logically, but I can remember emotionally. Taurus? Okay, the Taurus is a problem. Because we have Focus Sash, though. We could reduce the attack stat, but then we boost the King Gambit. Are they... But wait, they're exposing their Taurus. I think I just Protect Earthquake. Protect, no, Psychic Earthquake. Wave Crash? No Sucker Punch! There we go. Focus. Focus, focus. Hocus Pocus. That is pizza in your focus. We go faster. Big Dam. Psychic. Yeah, Taurus is out. Bleep. And Earthquake comes out. That's why I run Focus Sash on the Rhyperior. It's a big threat. Oh, Kowtow. No Sucker. Is that another Cow? Yo! The plus defense nature working here. And now Earthquake. This is Mega Delphox and Garchomp combo from Teemu. For sure. So funny. But now we're both in range of Sucker Punch. They only have 2 Pokemon left, which is the King Gambit and the next one. We have Insane King Gambit in the back. So if you get rid of... But, like, is it the Torkoal? The only fast Pokemon they had was the Taurus and the Vinu in the sun. So I don't think they have Vinu here. It could make sense. But Mega Chimecho is so cool. I love its design. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to build around it. The typing is cool, the ability is good. It's Bun Bun. Oh, we are super free to Psychic Earthquake. They can Protect Sucker Punch, but then we have 3 more Pokemon to do the cycle here. I think we lose both Pokemon here. They can Sucker Punch the Rhyperior, Protect the Torkoal. Oh. That's really good for me. I think we get a double knockout on the Torkoal. Big Dam. Earthquake Stab. But Torkoal has insane defense. Levitate, Levitate. And Torkoal goes down. Nice. And it's GG. It's GG. I mean, we have Incineroar in the back, so we'll give a boost to this guy. I Calm Mind here. Calm Mind, Earthquake. Single target Earthquake, they'll Sucker Punch me. Yeah. It's okay. I bring my own King Gambit now to not give it a boost already. King Gambit. I think even with Choppleberry, the low kick should knock us out. But we just Flash Cannon. And we go for our own low kick. Plus 1 Flash Cannon will do decent damage. I don't want to drop their special defense because that will boost them. But yeah, that's GG. The Sucker Punch. we have low kick, and that's a win for us. Please. There we go, our second win. Well done, well done. I could see the team running well, but we didn't run into any of the staples. No Mega Charizard, no Mega Floette, not even a Garchomp here. So I think I'll finish the video here for today, and then once I'm higher on the ladder, I'll bring this team back, so you can see how well it does against everybody but Charizard. That's why I have the Rhyperior, that's why I have the Incineroar, the King Gambit, even the Luxray with a Wild Charge does great damage into that Charizard, and I think we're chilling. So if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe, your support is greatly appreciated. Check other videos here on the channel, check my other channels and join the Discord using the links down below, and you can catch me live on Twitch, YouTube and Kick, all at Esosu Gaming. Thank you very much for watching, I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings and emotions. Keep it cool, keep it healthy.